Alright, welcome back to Tales of the String. Today we are going to go over a video that is going to be coming out shortly of all the bows that we have in our possession, all the way from the Outback all the way to the brand new lift. We're going to go over our expectations and kind of see what lived up to them and what didn't. And then later on in the video we're going to go over what's coming shortly these next few months, considering it's already February. So yeah, stay tuned.
All right, well, so we have, like Connor was saying, we have from the Outback, we had the Outback Z7, Helium, HTX, Triax, V3 lift.
Did we have a V3X?
No, we did not.
Okay. Yeah.
We did not. So
And a bonus of a reflex Hoyt Grizzly.
Hoyt Grizzly, that's exciting.
Is that in the video?
It'll be at the very end. It'll be a bonus clip.
Yeah. It beat them all.
Beat every one of them. I'm talking upper 300s.
Pounds.
Yes, pounds. No, I guess we'll start with this. Connor, I don't know, do you remember the Outback much?
That was the first one we shot, right?
Yep. What was your thoughts on that?
The drawback was wasn't as big of as a let off, but other than that, I mean, I don't fluently remember, but I know there was a pretty decent vibration after the shot. It took a little longer for it to go away, but I mean, other than that, I mean, it shot pretty well. I like the grip on it too. Mm-hmm. Nice, that wooden grip. Yeah.
It seemed like the older ones with that wooden grip had that girth to them that just felt good in the hand for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I kind of think whether that was just something you got used to because you shot those kind of bows so much, and then it's weird how the newer bows, they jumped to that thin grip, and but all the old bows, they basically kept the same grip for all those years. And for me on the Outback, you definitely felt the vibration.
Yep.
It was loud.
It was twangy.
It was twangy, and I don't remember, and it's in the video of exactly when we were pulling it back, shooting it. We did test the let off, and whether it held well. I do remember the vibration being in your hand.
Yep.
Rather than, and it wasn't balanced. I'm pretty sure.
No, it was
balanced.
top heavy.
And so I remember the vibration being in your hand versus other bows. So yeah, I remember that vibration for sure. That stuck out to me.
So that Outback was released in 2004.
Mm-hmm. I remember the videos for Mathews when they came out with the Switchback. I don't remember the Outback very well. I just remember the commercial of a guy holding the Switchback. He's getting ready to hike up some mountains, and it just does this zigzag, the Switchback,
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I remember that commercial. But, that was back in the solo cam days.
That's crazy. Yeah, the solo cam, I mean, it was a, I guess probably for the time, I mean, that was probably the shiz.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
It was, because I couldn't afford the Switchback, which was saying much. Well, I was in high school.
Right.
I was probably a freshman in high school. And then, you said, when did it come out?
2004.
2004. So the Outback came out when I was in junior high. And
I wonder what they were back in the day. Like,
it was like $700 something. If I remember correctly. I remember the Switchback came out. That was the bow I wanted because that was the first parallel limb, if I remember right. The Switchback.
The Switchback, yep.
And I wanted that bow so bad. I remember a couple friends had it, and So about freshman year, I think I remember the Switchback being a big deal.
Wow. That's pretty crazy to look. I mean, that's cool for you, knowing you're a little bit older than we are, to reminisce on, just to have that older bow.
Yeah,
and to be like, wow, this was like the bow in my childhood.
And the thing is, I was shooting that reflex, which was totally different looking.
Oh my! What did we measure that at? 37 axle. It was insane.
Just completely, not even close to what the bows look like now, and even the Outback or Switchback look like. That parallel limb design kind of took everything by a storm.
Yep.
That was it back then, was the parallel limb.
Oh, yeah.
Things were happening then.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you. And I remember the Outback. I really liked the fat wood grip.
Yeah.
It just, something about it just sat really, really nice in my hand. Like it got the, I don't even know what you want to call that. The crest,
the crotch of your hand.
the crotch of my hand. It just sat so, like it was just so natural.
Yeah.
Just so natural. Just fit perfect.
Yeah. There wasn't, I don't think, and we tested everything the same arrow, and so there wasn't any variables there. It's just, yeah. I don't remember the draw length on it, but
It was short.
it
was short.
A lot of vibration, a lot of noise, and I don't remember it being too very fast. I think it was 270s, 280s.
No, I think that was 250s.
250s?
258.
Holy cow.
265 maybe? I can't remember.
Speed up.
Yeah, it's in the video. We have 3 shots for speed.
Yeah.
Was that the Reflex or the Outback?
Outback.
Okay.
Outback.
Was that one the slowest?
That was the slowest,
Yeah, the
barely.
reflex bit-
There was another one that we're gonna get to that really shocked me. I did not think it was gonna shoot that slow.
Yeah.
So from that one we went to, was it the Z7 and then the Helium?
Yes. Yes.
They went to the Z7, and the Z7, from what I remember, the grip got a little bit skinnier, and I didn't really like that. Because I can see those two
Yeah,
hanging there,
yep.
and that grip is skinnier, and I
It kicks
didn't.
back a little. Oh, the Outback has a little kickback
Yep.
to the bottom of it, too.
Yep, I did not really like that. That was the first parallel limb bow that we had to test.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't have a switchback. or
Yeah,
anything.
and that one drew hard. It felt like to me.
Yeah, I think it felt. Was that the one that felt snappy? It's all in the video.
I think that was your Helium. Remember, because it didn't have much back wall, so it was
Yeah.
like. Ugh.
So I remember that one. It did do better at the vibration. I think that was when I started feeling the vibration leaving the grip and heading more.
And the riser.
Yeah, towards basically about the sight line. I would say if I had to guess where I felt that vibration at. And yeah, that made a big difference. It felt nicer after the shot. I think that one was decently balanced. It wasn't as top heavy, so it felt good in your hand. I remember holding it next to my Helium, and the Helium wanted to just sit there. And the Z7 had a little bit of tilt when you were just sitting there letting it cradle in your hand. I remember that. But it was a decently smooth bow, the Z7.
Yeah, what'd you think, Hunter?
I wasn't. It was a little bit like you said. The grip was a little thinner.
Yeah.
I feel like as the bows go up, your vibrations kind of going a little slimmer. But when I shot that one, like you said too, I did notice that when you were holding it in the video, you held it straight on. It was real top heavy, and I noticed that on all the Mathews they're a little top heavy, and the vibrate. I mean, I let it sit there. Vibration was good. It was getting not as long. The let off was all right. Like you said too, the draw, it was a little stiff there, and then but other than that, the shot felt good. But it was an overall pretty good bow.
Overall good bow.
That's the verdict.
If you guys don't know, I said that a lot in the video. You'll see. Well, just once or twice. But
So then, what was next to the Helium, right?
that was the Helium.
Helium was after that.
Which,
Yeah.
that one, for some odd reason, it just, when it got back there was no like that one had a valley, right? You got back, and then you could feel it start to dump. That one, when you got back, you're back. You're just boop. There's no valley. It's just when you're there, and if you let up, it just goes.
Yeah.
Very snappy.
Which I think, weren't we kind of surprised with how fast that one shot?
That one was zipping.
Yeah, so maybe that's why.
It was zipping.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, I just can't get over, because I haven't used that bow in years. And I can't get over how light that thing is.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I think it was 3.56 is what we measured it at. Don't hold me to it. It's in the video, but
It was the lightest of them all, but it was.
by a significant amount.
Oh yeah, it was so balanced,
Yep.
and it didn't have a whole lot of vibration to it.
Which is insane coming from the Z7 that looks identical.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there was a difference. You felt the difference.
Oh yeah.
Fast bow, but yeah, honestly, it wasn't bad for a solo cam, and being that what we've moved to these days, it was good to see that the old bow still.
Yeah, still
held up.
kicking. Yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome. And how long have you had that bow? You've had that one for a long time.
I don't know when it came out. It been the year it came out. I bought it.
That's insane. Because you traded a bow that you wish you would have kept.
2010 or 2012. I traded the Adrenaline in for that bow.
And you wish you would have kept
I
that
wish I
bow.
would have kept it. I hate ever getting rid of any of my
Yeah. No,
I
absolutely.
don't know why. I just like to keep them in there collecting dust.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to have a backup bow.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Right. That's one thing I hope we kind of learned from doing this study is, as we start to grow as hunters, now we're coming out of the realm of just whitetail at home. We're going to talk about going to elk hunting and turkey hunting and stuff. Maybe there's a different bow I should be taking for that. Or maybe a better bow that use as my primary weapon rather than taking my brand new bow every time.
Yeah.
But the Helium definitely surprised me. I love how light that thing was.
It's freaking unreal.
Connor, you remember what you thought
Was
about
that the one? Was that the one with the longer draw length?
The obnoxious draw length. Yes.
All mine have long draw.
That's what I thought.
I remember.
I want to say, was that a 30 or was it 20?
That was long.
30.
I do.
It was a little long on me. So
It was 30 because
it was 30 or 30 and a half. It wasn't
it
anything
wasn't
lower.
30 and a half because I didn't jump. I haven't jumped from 30 for the last 2 or 3 bows.
Then it was a 30.
Yeah.
I just remember it was hard for me to judge that bow. I don't know how I judged it in the video, just because I got the draw length was big, but I do remember talking about the vibration. It was kind of minimal, and like you guys said, it was a very light bow. I did like that. I have very bad stability, and after the shot, kind of just letting it sit there in my hands was pretty good. The grip, I didn't really bother the grip, but it was just harder for me to judge based off that draw length. I mean, other than that, the bow is like very solid, and then the vibration is very minimal.
Yeah. So going back to the Z7 real quick, that came out in 2010.
The Helium came out in 2012.
Okay, so 2 years apart, and they didn't do much cosmetic change, but I think they did material change, or did they do a lot of different?
Well, I think the Helium, they cut the riser a lot more than they did the Z7 to make it lighter, because you can dang near not see any of the grid in the riser of the Helium. Like if you look at the Helium picture.
Oh yeah, okay. So that came out in 2012.
Yep.
And the Z7 came out in 2010. And I remember the Helium had way less vibration than the Z7.
What was the brace height on the Z7?
Let me tell you. Specs. I'm pulling it up right here. It is. I have no idea. It's not popping up. What is it on the Helium?
7 inches.
7 inches. Oh, brace height, 7 inches.
Oh, so they didn't change much.
No, but look, if you see that, you can see way more of the cutouts than you can the
Oh yeah.
Helium. It's pretty crazy. It's much thicker.
Yeah.
They slimmed up a lot.
Which is funny because the IBO speed rating, I'm looking at the Z7 right now, is rated 333. That was in 2011. In 2010, it was rated 332. I wonder what they changed.
What? 2010, 332. 2011, 333.
Yeah. Now, if I look at my Helium specs, it's saying it was rated 332 across the board, 2012, 13, and 14. But I think it was faster than the Z7
by quite a bit. I think like 16 FPS.
Now that could have been
Your draw length.
the draw length and the weight and the is the let off still 80% on the Z7?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, but all in all, that Helium was whipping,
Oh, it was freaking zipping fast.
and it was so light. Which is crazy because you look at the weight specs for the Z7 of 3.97, 4 pounds, and then the Helium was at 3.5 for their spec weight. But man, that half pound made a difference in the hand.
Oh, you can tell. You can definitely tell. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think we'll get into this a little bit later, but this year's model bow, the smaller axle to axle, 29.5, their key thing was weight and speed, right? Mm-hmm. Weight was 3.99 pounds. Now, back in the day, they killed that already.
Yeah.
They already had that. They already had 3.99 destroyed, beat. But I don't know. But from the Helium, did it go to the HTX here?
Yes.
Okay.
Did it? We didn't have any others, correct? Everything else was newer than the HTX, right?
It
Correct.
didn't have like the Halon or anything.
No. Which that still would have been newer than the HTX.
So yeah, I think it was HTX was next.
HTX, and this was our one and only no cam. So it's just got two single idle wheels on it. So, and this is the one that surprised me.
Yeah.
I didn't think it drew extremely smooth, and I really liked the wood grip. It got pretty slim, but it was still comfortable. The vibration was minimal, and the speed was not where I was expecting it to be. I was thinking 270s. I mean, this is our first, it was like 69.5 pounds. I was thinking 270, touching 280. I think we were in the low 260s.
Yeah. It was definitely, I feel like, I mean, that was the first no cam I've ever shot, and the last. And it was a good bow. But I mean, I can't remember much about the vibration and stuff.
It was pretty minimal from what I remember.
Yeah.
But it was there was still, I think the Helium had less than the HTX. But I don't know exactly. But that was my thought. I totally thought that was going to be faster.
Yeah, right.
I really did.
Right.
But man, that Helium's slinging. So at this point, the Helium's the fastest.
Yeah.
By quite a bit.
Yeah, it blew it off the charts, really. Whenever we were testing the Z7 in the Outback.
Yeah.
It just blew it up. And then it wasn't really, So the no cam was slower than the Helium.
Yes. And it was slower than the Z7, I believe, as well.
So
by
that
quite
was
a bit.
surprising. Yeah, true. That was surprising. Could be something to do with length, draw length, and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I would have expected more from that cam design, I guess.
Yeah, I would have too.
So,
but I don't know. I also understand it, because there's no valley to hold that energy back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just there. But I don't know. What did you think on that, Connor?
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard for me to remember that one. I do know that the grip though was like super slick. Like,
yeah, it was slick.
I like it and I don't like it. I mean, it felt nice in the hands, but it's like I can't do slick grips. I gotta have like the newer rubber kind.
Hands.
Yeah. But I don't know much about the vibration. I'm pretty sure it was kind of minimal. Other than that, I don't really remember much of that one.
I gotcha. Nope. I gotcha. So from there, we went to your baby, didn't we?
The Triax.
Triax.
Yeah.
That was your heart and soul for how long is that?
I've had that bow for, I think I bought it a year after it debuted. We got it for cheap. I think I bought it for $600 at an auction, and it was brand new. But yeah, honestly, that bow has some power.
Yeah, that was the first cross-centric cam bow we have of the test.
Yes.
But that bow was zipping.
Yeah, that thing. And not only was it zipping, but I've shot deer with that thing, and when it hits, it's just something different. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say, 'cause I've shot deer with other bows older than that, and that bow is just whack. I don't know. It really puts some energy downrange. And yeah, it must be that crazy cross-centric cam design on that thing.
I don't know. That was the most accurate bow we tested.
Yeah.
As far as accurate, consistent.
Yeah, it was consistent, right on the money.
300
shots.
Yeah. I mean, it was all 3 shots were 300.
Yeah.
And that thing was zipping. That's a 428 grain arrow. Yeah. 427.8. Yeah, that thing was zipping. It was such a smooth draw cycle, and it had such a smooth, or a really solid back wall.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it had the stock strings on it, and very much surprisingly, it felt awesome. Mm-hmm. It really, really did.
Now, one thing I could note that whenever you jump to those cross-centric cams, you just feel the weight difference.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so heavy compared to these older bows.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean...
They were so simple back then, and then you go to this big sucker, that these crazy cams that are just made to fling an arrow up, to space. And, yeah, it's just weird how the weight's so different. Even though, I don't know what the Triax specs, like, it just feels like it's just a big difference in weight. Kind of when you went from the Z7 to the Helium.
Oh, yeah.
Dropping weight, you just feel that weight.
And that was your first smaller axle-to-axle bow, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was that one, axle?
20.
Was there 2 variations of the Triax or just the one?
Just the one. I think that was a 28. Maybe.
I think it was around 20. Yeah, I mean, it says 28 axle, 6-inch brace height. And a IBO speed of 343. Weight of 4.4 pounds. You're jumping up a half pound from
the Helium.
From the Helium. No, that's a full pound from the Helium.
That's a
half pound from the Z7. So you're full pound heavier than the Helium, and you could feel the weight in those. It's almost, I almost say it's the cams. The cams and the limbs. It just feels like the weight is there.
They could be, but you know what I feel with the newer bows, how they're a little bit heavier, is they sit on target better. Personally, now a harder bow is harder, or a heavier bow is harder to move. I mean, a heavier object's harder to move. I just feel they settle in super nice. Your Helium settled in extremely nice.
Right.
It was just there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. Because I remember the way I used to shoot with my Helium and even that reflex bow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd freaking smack pop bottle caps all day long at 40 yards when I was a kid, So I don't know about the whole holding on target and stuff, but yeah, definitely a big weight difference in those bows. You definitely feel it there. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just you got to get used to it because it's there for a reason. You can tell those things are aggressive. They mean business. So maybe that's why it's there.
Yeah. What do you think, Connor?
I'm pretty sure that was the bow that I actually had to leave.
Oh, that's right.
I was there because it shot consistently 3 times for a 300.
I remember you shooting it.
I shot it?
Yep. I remember you shot it, but you could barely keep it back.
Yeah.
One time, you kind of almost looked like you hurt yourself.
Yeah, no, that one was bad. I don't remember that bow actually though for shooting. I just remember that you getting 3 300s.
Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe you were there then. I was thinking maybe that was when we had to retake, and then he left the second time when we got
to the lift.
Oh, that's
right. We had to retake.
That's right.
But yeah, had some chronograph malfunctions.
Yeah, don't buy Chinese chronograph.
But did it turn out it was that bad?
It was 8 off.
It was 8 off?
8 off. Remember, because we were like, holy cow, 315, this thing's zipping.
But compared to that one, what that was reading, was it, did we compare
I'll have to compare those to, it was 8 off on one of the bows.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
But, no, that Triax was nice. It was comfortable.
The vibration wasn't there.
No.
And that was felt the difference from going to the no cam to the newer cams. It's just the vibration definitely was pretty much gone. is still in the top of the riser. I would say it was more up in the riser. It wasn't in your grip, so that was nice. It held well. I mean, it felt like it. Like when you held it, it just felt right. So
Felt like home.
it's definitely a great top contending bow.
Yes, absolutely. Which then takes us to the meat of today's bows. Pretty cool. Into the top, it was the V3. And that one's the one I mentioned. That's the one I killed the bully buck with. And prior to that test, you have never shot it. And it's your bow, right?
Yep.
How long have you had that bow?
I had never shot it. I bought it new.
Yeah, you did.
Bought it new. Never shot it. Just sat on the shelf. When did the V3 come out? I mean,
20.
For sure, I was 21, right?
2020? 2021?
yeah, never shot it.
That's unbelievable. That's crazy. No, I remember that bow. I loved that bow.
21.
21. Come out in 2021. I freaking love that bow.
Yeah.
That bow. I'm a longer ATA guy. I like a longer riser. It holds better. Like it does. I don't know.
But you bought the V3 in the shorter.
I know,
ATA, Mr. Longer ATA.
The V3X. I had the V3X.
But you also had the V3, and you sold it like a day later.
Right there's the V3.
That one was mine.
I had the longer V3, the same one you had.
You had the longer V3?
Yeah,
And
I
you
got
sold
the
it and
shorter,
got the shorter
V3X because I wanted to try the shorter one.
Yeah.
Because there was
And then
this
you
niche
shot
going around.
Then you broke it.
Yes.
You shot the bully buck with my V3 and said, man, I really want to go back to the longer.
Yeah, I wanted to go back in my longer. Because me and that V3X, man, like I shot okay with it. But gosh dang it, there's something about a longer axle bow that you just can't. And I don't care what anybody says, Jack. Everyone's like, oh, well, you're in the whitetail hunting, you don't need a long bow.
Yeah.
I can't, would you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because you're not the one.
That's
hunting with it.
that's another thing to bring up because I watch a lot of hunting TV when I get to watching TV. And you would notice the pros. You know, they get new bows. They definitely get new bows every year. They get a new one sent to them straight to their house in the toilet. But I see a lot of pros shooting the old one still, like 2-3 models back. So is that telling me that they felt more comfortable with that bow?
I just saw a video of Levi Morgan shooting the V3X still.
Yeah, I think I saw Lee Lukoski still shooting the V3X or... Yeah, I want to say it was a V3X. And I've seen some other pros... I don't remember who they were for on TV, but one was shooting the Halon.
Whoa!
Yeah,
a throwback.
Triax. I remember seeing somebody shooting the Camo Triax.
I did just see Levi Morgan post a video. I don't remember this, so don't hold me to it. I think it was like a month ago. He bought an Outback.
Oh yeah.
And shot a giant 8-point with it.
Yeah.
And he said that was maybe his first Mathews bow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he had to go buy one.
Yeah, he didn't have it. He sold it.
Kidding.
He didn't have it. But no, that's crazy to see that like they're just going back to the old model. I mean, I don't know. I wish I never got rid of my V3.
I wish I never got rid of the adrenaline. Now we're getting a little off topic.
Yeah.
I wish I never got rid of the adrenaline. I'm pretty sure I shot my first deer with that bow. Was the adrenaline.
Is that a buck or a doe?
It was a doe.
Doe.
Yeah.
What was
stinking things?
Same place.
Yours
still
was
hunting.
the,
Is it really?
Yep.
Yours was the Mathews Mission Craze.
Yes.
I remember that. I remember exactly how that
Smoked him. Oh, we could have used that. That would have been a good one.
I
Mission model.
we were sitting there, dude, and we see this little doe come by. He shoots it, and the string just goes right across my ear.
Yeah, he's crying. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, it hit my ear. I'm like, you're okay. You're okay.
Doing that bow.
Yeah, get out of the deer's face. But no, that V3, man, it was a freaking dream. It held great. It drew great. The back wall was amazing. That thing was so tuned. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know who tuned it, but good golly, it was nice. And it just shot, man, dude. I don't know. I love that bow. That's all I have to say. I freaking love that bow. And that was you got me hooked on a longer draw length. after shooting that friggin' bow.
Yeah.
Because it
I
was...
think the video will show people why you need to get hooked on a longer draw.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Because I always shot a 28. And then...
Was that because you did the math?
Yes, it is. It is. Because I did,
The old formula,
this.
1.5 times this, plus the carry of the 4 and the 17. Yeah, all that junk.
Yeah, and I shot Brandon's bow. Granted, it was a scotch long, but it showed me that I was like, whoa, this is more comfortable than my
It gets the
so-said
muscle.
draw length.
The muscle holds the bow,
Right.
not your arms.
Uh-huh.
You know? The back
And-
just locks.
Yeah, so I went from a 28 and I jumped up 1.5 inches and went to 29.5. That's what I shoot now. And dude, I'm so comfortable with that thing. It is by far.
It's like you lock in
Yes.
rather than hold in.
Yeah, it's just I'm just there. My arm is all the way out. I can hold longer.
Yeah.
If I have
It's
to.
like your body just knows what to do. Close your eyes, pull it back, and you're there.
After I shot that V3, I just couldn't go back to my regular so-said draw.
So you changed yours after you shot my 30?
Yep.
So you went to 29.
I went to 29.5.
What are you shooting with the lift?
29.5.
Okay. I was going to say, because didn't you say you ordered a different length?
Oh,
is it-
I'm sorry. This is a 29. I ordered 29.5 and a 75-pound mod.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to redo the test between the lift and the V3 and see if maybe we can finally do something. But do you remember shooting that bow?
V3. I mean, obviously I didn't shoot it there, but I.
Well, no, you would have shot it before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know I shot the V3X once or twice, like just shooting your bow. V3, that was the one I had, right?
Yeah, that's that green one.
That's the green. Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of history with that bow then.
Yeah, that's the one I shot the buck with.
Oh.
Oh, you blame it on the bow.
Yeah,
That's a V3.
I mean, no,
That's the 3 or the X?
That's the 3.
I liked it. I went down to shorter axle that season, and then I know that was. What is that one?
That's a 31.
Is it 31?
Yeah, it's 31.
That's a V3?
V3 31, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's the longer, actually.
That's the longer.
That's what I said. So
And I think that year they did the shortest bow they've ever done. Was it 27?
Oh, really?
That's tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
No, I liked it. Practicing with it, I thought that bow just slung arrows.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing
It
is
is
awesome.
nice. I only shot the V3X like once or twice, which was with just you shooting your bow out here, and that was it. But the V3, I liked it. Very solid bow, great bow. I didn't really pay attention to vibration. Kind of just once I'm shooting, I'm kind of in that just shooting zone. But the bow is great all around, and no, I definitely that's pretty good.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with all that. So that takes us to the meat and taters of today's bow. And
We
it's-
didn't have a phase 4.
No, we if I wouldn't have got rid of my V3X, that would have been the closest thing.
Yeah, we all decided not to get to phase 4 and waited to see what happened next, and that's when the lift came.
I think. So, what do you think swayed that? Do you think swayed that because we saw that RPD dampening thing in the limb, and we wanted to see how that would hold up?
Yes, and yeah, so I saw some people talking smack about it. Granted, everybody talks smack no matter what, and I wanted to make sure to just like anything you buy, like tools or anything. I gave them a little bit more time to work the kinks out, and of course they're going to come out with a new bow next year. And I told myself if they kept, I was really excited to see that dampening system in the.
I was too.
And I was like, man, if they keep that and they find a way to top that, then I'll buy that model.
And I think they did just that.
And they did, yeah. They made the lift limbs thinner, which dialed down the weight a little bit, and also the axle, right? Did they shorten it up?
No, they kept it the same. The exact
Kept it
same.
the
The shorter
That's right,
axle to
31,
axle.
31, yeah.
The shorter axle to axle is a half inch longer than last
Right.
year's.
But they shifted the axle to the top of the limb, not
Yep.
the center, and all that stuff. So I guess it moves that out a little bit for vibration purposes. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember much about when I shot the V3, to be honest with you. So, compared to that. Because I don't know if I said anything about what I shot when I shot the V3.
What did you? What? Oh, we didn't ask you that?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember talking about my opinion on the V3. Yeah, I don't remember what it was like to shoot it. I guess you'll just have to see in the video.
Yeah.
It was definitely, I'd say it was a little bit, I think after the Triax, it started to go less vibration. And the V3 was definitely still going that route. There was less vibration. I want to say it was more top heavy.
Yeah. It would have been really nice if I would have grabbed Dad's VXR.
Yeah.
Because that was from the Triax. That would have been the next step into the VXR V3 V3X Phase 4.
Yeah.
Those models, that is like the footprint of those next 4 bows. That would have been really nice to see the progress from there to the V3. And if I would have kept that V3X, we would have been just missing the 1.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, I mean, I think the V3 was smooth for me when I felt it, but I couldn't tell you how it shot because I'm not going to tell you how it shot compared in like I'll say it. I said it in the video of how I felt the vibration and how it shot, but I don't know how a bow shoots until I'm shooting it on target and feeling it in the field, you know. So I don't think I have really a comment on that, but like, yeah, I'd say it had less vibration, and it leads us into this lift of. Yeah, the vibration is very minimal.
Oh my gosh,
and it's like
smooth. Not even there.
It's a smooth bow.
Absolutely.
For sure. That's for sure. It's smooth. It's still a heavier bow. I mean, you do notice it get a little lighter than the V3, but it's still heavy feeling. Just what these new bows, it's just weird.
Yeah.
But I said they did their job on getting the vibration down, making it quieter.
They killed that.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, we were just shooting outside. You can't hear the bow. They were shooting at 60 yards, both of them. I didn't get invited. I didn't bring my bow. And
we'll have to do it next time.
and I was standing down range. You can't hear the bow go off 60 yards, but you hear the arrow zipping through. That's the coolest thing. I'll have to put that in the video and do a comparison maybe like that sometime. But you definitely don't hear the bow. So that makes me wonder about string jump. You know, I do like how they made the bow quieter, so you don't have to worry about that string jump possibly. So I feel like they did their job there. What was the speed like?
It was not what I was wanting.
Yeah.
It was.
Did it fall shorter of the others?
Yeah, the V3 was the fastest one, and it came in at 302.
Really?
And the lift, oh my gosh, it pains me to say this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Came in at 296.
That was depressing, but
a little bit longer draw length.
Yeah, that 30 inches of draw length compared to that
29. It's an extra inch. That's probably right where it should be, but regardless. I would have liked to see 300 still.
Right.
At that, you know.
What did they promise? Speed
and weight.
Yeah.
I do know that the lift, you shot it right here when you first got was it that chronograph or was it your other one?
It was the old one.
Chinese one.
I know the other one, it said 300.
Yes, it did. It said that.
Said it all 3 times.
You know what's funny? It said 297, 297, 300.
Did it?
The Chinese one did, yes.
Remember? So it wasn't wrong.
But remember, it went whack.
Yeah, it went whack when he shot the lift.
Because it was shooting so fast. It just threw it all off. And threw the sensors off. But no, it was shooting accurate when we shot through our Caldwell one now.
Yeah.
Compared to that, it was within 1. So it did do, and those are all with Whisker Biscuits.
Yeah.
They were all equal across the board.
Yeah. Bear, Whisker Biscuit.
That's it.
Same arrow.
No sight.
Same tip. You know, so yeah.
And anybody that wants to say that it slowed it down, it didn't.
The whisker biscuit, yeah.
Remember we tried that. We tested that.
Yeah. There was a couple times it rang in like maybe one lower. But
Yeah.
It wasn't very consistent with slowing it down. I would say that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I don't know. That lift, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I have it. And I'm sure we all are glad we have it. That thing is unbelievably smooth.
The one thing we cannot speak for, because we were all in a room shooting it, but standing outside, you could say the lift is quiet.
Oh my gosh.
Standing outside watching you guys shoot from downrange, that thing is quiet. That's for sure. Just the sound when you shoot, it's definitely smooth. Like it almost says smooth whenever smooth. You know, so
I'm not here.
So that's what I like about that bow. It's quiet because I think when you're hunting, and that's all I buy these bows for is hunting.
Yep.
I'm not here to win a competition. I think I need that quiet because I need every advantage I can on that deer or any other animal. And that quiet, they still have that speed up there, and it's a little bit lighter. It's kind of that perfect combination for the new bows since they don't have the weight of the Helium. But yeah, I think it's a great combination, and the vibration is definitely as minimal as I believe you can ever get. Yeah. I don't know how else they're gonna, unless they build the thing out of rubber.
I have no idea, dude. That I mean, when they say that's the best shooting bow they've made, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
That is the best shooting bow. Like, it's so comfortable. I can't talk enough highly about it. I would have liked to see better speeds, but I mean, that overall good bow, you know.
Yeah. Connor, what do you got to say about the lift? Because you own it too. We all three own it.
I love the
Whether
lift.
we regret it or not.
That's been my favorite bow. I just like how it shoots. I'm glad I didn't get the 29.
Oh yeah,
I didn't want it in the first place.
because you tried getting talking into the 29.
What?
What's your draw length?
28. I think is what I did.
28 and a half.
Yeah. But the no, yeah, I did. They tried to talk me out of the 33, but I'm glad I got the 33. I like how it holds. And honestly, like you're saying earlier, like your longer axle you can hold better. Me, I don't really pay attention to that, I guess, because when I get a bow, I kind of just want to go shoot, get it sighted in. So I don't take the time when I should to like how the bow shoots the
Right.
But other than that, I love the bow. Shoots great, very quiet. It flies great.
You threw it?
Your bow flies?
Yeah,
Insane.
I missed the 60 and threw the bow instead.
Oh, gotcha. Your arrow shoots the bow.
There's a huge cam lean now. Huh? There's a huge cam lean from it now.
Oh, you got it going. You got this little thing going on.
So I have to aim to the left.
Far across. But
Yeah, I gotcha. No, that's good to know. And man, gosh dang it, I was a little nervous when I saw the new cam, because I was like, whoa, they mastered that cross-centric cam.
They made it really aggressive. I remember people saying that. They made it really aggressive.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, I don't know how this is gonna go, because they mastered that cross-centric cam.
Yeah.
And whenever I saw this new cam, I was like, man, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, is that sucker smooth.
It's smooth, yes.
Extremely smooth.
I would have expected more speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, so if you compare almost apples to almost oranges, my bow versus my bow, my Triax versus the lift smoked it.
Oh, killed it.
Yeah.
And those are really close in draw length, like half inch off.
Yeah, I'm 30 and a half for my lift, I think.
Yep.
And I'm 30 for my Triax. So.
And you were shooting my arrow at 318 feet per second.
That's out of the lift at a 30 and a
That's
half
out of your
draw.
lift.
Yeah. And the Triax was 300 at a 30-inch draw length. So that tells you, yes, they did make that aggressive for a reason. It made a difference.
Yes.
That's for sure. I don't think half inch of a draw length would have made that much of a difference.
I would think
I
so.
think it's the rest of it is the difference in bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did great with the lift, but to me, I didn't want to pay $1,500 for it.
No.
No. Well, that leads into our infamous question of why we really did this.
Yeah.
What would you buy? Why? And do you regret buying any of those bows?
Any of them?
Any of them.
I mean,
Start with if you had to buy a bow as a consumer with the budget for all of them.
Oh, okay. Oh, so if your budget was up to the
Up to from the switchback to the lift.
okay, from the
What would you buy off of your test?
Triax.
Triax.
It's neck and neck, Triax and Helium. I love the lift, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's worth it. Mm-hmm. Just at the end of the day, I'm there to shoot a white-tailed deer, so or whatever else, So does it get the job done still?
Yeah.
Do I need to pay? By the time I paid $650 for the Triax, and I'm paying an extra $1,000 for this thing.
I know.
New one. So is it worth it? Or should I just say, give it a year, buy it on Facebook for half the price?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
That's ridiculous. Bows suck at holding their value.
Absolutely.
Terrible investment.
Piece of aluminum.
Yeah.
It's gonna go down.
They suck at holding their value, and that's the sad thing. You could sell it decked out, bee's knees, the whole shebang, like you got sitting on the shelf for half the price you bought just the bow for.
And just in a year.
Yes.
1
Probably
year.
not even a year. Probably I've seen them in Facebook in just a couple months of this lift being out.
Well, I see full setups now that are usually going for $2,600 that are like completely decked out with the Bee's Knees name brand, selling for $1,700. And I'm just like,
Terrible.
that stuff is
All the
not
time
holding.
and money you waste in these things, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy the new one.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's
they're great.
Yeah, that's saying something.
If you're that excited about buying the new one, do it. But you're getting, it's a bow. It shoots an arrow at your game.
honestly,
I'd get the Triax or Helium.
what do you regret buying any of your bows? If you had one that you would not buy again, which one would it be?
Not buy again.
Or you wouldn't recommend? I don't know what the best term to use.
I don't think I would. My bows to me are a collection item.
Yeah.
A collecting item. So I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't buy them. I regret buying the V3 because I never shot the damn thing.
Yeah, I know.
But at least it served a purpose.
It did. It got us a good video that nobody wants to watch. But if you go to Uninfringed Outdoors, you'll see it right there.
And subscribe.
Yes. So, okay, was there one more question?
Well, so, like for me,
Yeah, I think there was one. There was three things.
so I would not buy the new one again. And I would have to say that there would be a lot that they have to do to make me buy the new one again. The next coming bow.
Yeah.
It has to basically pull itself back and maybe wipe my butt at the end. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Now you're thinking.
They've done so much with these bows. I do have a hint of regret buying this bow. It is a great bow.
It is. It's awesome.
But as a father, as a person that has a budget, I feel stupid for buying it. Because not everybody gets these handed to them for free.
Absolutely.
I had to work extra and crap like that to pay for this bow. I kind of regret wasting my money on that.
In hindsight, I do and I don't. Like, I like the bow, right? It's nice.
It feels great to shoot.
The
It's
feeling,
an awesome bow.
oh my gosh, it's probably the best shooting bow I've ever shot.
But man, that's price tag.
Yeah. And to bounce off of Brandon's, if I were asked the same set of questions, I would tell that person, do not buy the lift.
Yeah.
I would say buy the V3.
Yeah.
Personally, that V3, I never took into account of whenever I owned a mine how nice it was until I shot Brandon's again. Like,
So you almost have an appreciation for what you lost.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, and if I could get any of my bows back,
Yeah.
it would be the VXR.
Really?
I freaking miss that bow so much.
Which you didn't say that at all. We were just talking about that thing.
No, but if I could go to any of them,
Yeah.
any of the bows, it would be my VXR.
Really?
And then they'd be like my VXR and V3 would be sitting in the same case. I love those two that much.
Yeah.
And that's my V3
Yeah.
that I used to have, and my dad's got my VXR. If I could, yeah. But out of the bows we shot, V3.
So, but I guess to relay on that video, is it worth buying? No. Find the bow that you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel great with that Triax. I love that Helium for its lightness, and it still shoots good. It's just like just feeling that, like that. I don't know. You just feel that consistent shooting and that just zone you get with a certain weapon.
Yep.
It's like, why did I buy this bow? It's like, and it basically you're teaching yourself to do it over again. It's like, okay, now I got to adapt to this bow. There's just a little bit different weight here, like it might be the same weight of bow, but you like feel it different.
Yeah, and
something like that,
And like you're saying, people could pick up the Helium and be like, oh, this is my butter.
Yeah.
And then people could pick up like the V3 or the Triax and be like, ew.
Yeah.
No, I don't like this
Right.
at all.
I do think there's definitely the benefit of, as they got newer, they improved things, yes. But don't ever let it make you skip over finding that bow that you...
Yes.
It's almost like you need to just go to a shop that has a bunch of used bows. Just take them for a test drive.
Yeah, take them.
Just get out on the range, shoot them for, an hour.
Take them on a date.
And then it's like, wow, I really feel like, regardless of the new gadgets and the old stuff, this is the one that I need.
Yeah. And I think me and you, obviously it's in the video that we did, but me and you came up with a really good consensus of save your money on, don't buy this $1,400 lift, get an older bow that's comfortable, and get nice accessories. Don't get anything junk.
Right.
Get nice accessories. Because if you buy the lift, well, heck, your pocket's already hurting.
Yeah.
Unless you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
So, just get it. I mean, you can, those Triaxes and those Heliums and those V3s are all nice bows. Put nice stuff on them.
Yeah.
Instead of getting the lift and,
If you're buying accessories, buy what you. Honestly, somebody might not like my React 1 site compared to just an old $40 site you buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
It might actually work good for them. I don't know. So buy what you want. Buy what feels good to you. I know this last firearm season, I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna go with this Illinois rifle season thing. I'm gonna go buy a rifle, and man, I'm not looking back. And I bought a cheap 400 Legend. It was like a $400 gun with a scope. I didn't have to buy an expensive one. And man, it feels so much better to shoot one of those than it is the kicker of a slug gun. So just comparing that to the bows, it's like, I don't need, you just find that thing that fits you. And it feels like, man, I can just pop deer all day with this thing.
Right.
I just know I'm money with this guy.
right. And that goes back to a problem I know we're getting a little off topic, but I just want to say this real fast, that people are pushing all this nice, expensive stuff when all this little bit cheaper stuff hits home.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And people are forgetting that.
Yeah. Just to keep it simple, stupid.
Yep, keep it simple, stupid.
Connor, what would you say to those three questions?
Yeah. What if you had a budget from here? Which bow would you?
Which we know you've got all the money.
Yeah.
You could buy
Which
any bow.
bow do you regret? What was the freaking other question? There's one more question.
Which bow would you go with?
Which bow would you buy?
After all the bows you bought, which one do you regret the most?
Yeah, and why that bow would you choose?
Well, off the gate, the one I regret buying the most would be the lift, just because how much it costs.
Yeah.
I'm very tight with money.
Yeah.
I hate spending.
Yeah.
And that one was more of a what do you call those?
Impulse buy?
Yeah, that was a very impulsive buy. I was like, I'm gonna get it. And now that I'm looking back, I was like, yeah, I could have bought a lot of seed with that. But it's like,
True, that ain't cheap.
no, it ain't. But I look back and it's like I regret it and I don't regret it. I mean, I regret it for the cost, but I don't regret it because that bow's. I'm not gonna buy another bow.
You can never get past the fact that you just took a $1,500 hit in the pocket.
Oh yeah.
Whether you had the money or not. I mean, of course you had the money because you had to spend it.
Yeah. But it's like once that money's gone, you're like, oof.
It's like, man, maybe I could have just done this. You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
And then-
that's.
I would say out of all the bows I bought, if there's one bow I would recommend or want to go back to, is the Mathews Switch.
Really?
Yes, that was my first bow that I ever bought. Because all my bows, I'll be honest, have been handed to me.
Yeah.
What
is the Mathews Switch?
Right here. It's this pink one. Pink
The
strings.
Mission? Oh,
Yes.
Mission. Okay.
Mission series.
I got you.
Yeah,
And why is that?
I don't
That's
know.
a jump from.
It is so flexible.
Uh-huh.
It goes from 11 pounds to 70.
Well, it is a beginner's bow.
Yeah,
Like,
and I just like that because one, it was accomplishing because that was the first bow I bought, but also I don't know for
You got to put
me.
your big boy pants on.
Yeah, I did. Because for me at that age, it was just I don't know. I loved it. Like I got everything. I got that. He gave me the B3 Ghost hinge release.
It's a release, yeah.
Yeah, and like I got all that stuff handed to me, and that bow just clicked right away. We had a problem with the first one, so I had to go to camo. But yeah,
And that just goes to show that not even flagship is what you need.
Right. I mean, honestly,
He just threw it back to a youth.
it kind of goes back to keep it simple, stupid.
Yes,
and that
absolutely
bow is the cost of it is we got it for $399.
$399.
but right now it's for $449.
Yeah,
$449. You can
What?
get them.
yeah.
Those things are cheap.
Jeez.
They go
They
from
are.
11 pounds up to 70 pounds, and
Well,
from 25
I'm saying
inch
it
draw.
went up in price.
Oh yeah, it went up $100.
Well, we got it on sale. We got it on sale that
Uh-oh.
day. There was a huge I think it was like a Black Friday type thing.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true because that's a beginner's bow. They're always on the market.
yes,
These bows, they're the flagship, and then the next year comes and they're not the flagship.
and
bow.
you know what is really crazy is that these lifts have been out for a minute now,
Yeah.
and there's a 5-month back order.
That's sad because that's cutting it close to the next release of the next bow.
I know.
That was crazy. Well, we're lucky how quick we got ours.
Oh yeah, we got
True.
yeah.
We got ours in what 3 weeks? I think.
But we didn't jack around. We went and just bought them.
I just bought a plain stock, whatever they were going to get in.
Yeah.
I didn't bother specifying.
Which
what
you
I-
got lucky and they had a real tree, right?
Yeah.
Or did you ask for a real
Well, I
tree?
asked for it, but I knew they were going to get one in because why
That's
wouldn't they have a camo
yeah.
bow eventually? Which
No.
was crazy, to be honest with you. How, that was the back burner for them, was building a camo bow because everything else was flat colors. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing I got in. Kind of chapped my ass a little bit
Yeah.
because I'm a camo kind of bow kind of guy. I don't really like the flat colors. I mean, I had
Yeah.
a Triax. It was jet black, and it was cool. But I don't.
My next bow will be camo.
Yeah.
It will be.
I will say I don't know if you guys noticed this. No hating, but I think the Mathews, from what I've observed, they're all I don't know if it's true, but they're all top heavy. Pretty.
They are.
Yeah, they are. Hey, to clarify, there is no. You're being critical. This is
Yeah,
this is
you
your
jerk. Oh.
this is your opinion.
That's exactly what it is.
there's
It's how it feels.
Yes, it's to
Yeah,
you. Don't sugarcoat nothing.
They're just top heavy, and I love the Switch. The only thing I had wrong with it is I don't have the sight. It's on the old V3, or it was, but it was the Trophy Ridge. I think it was the React Pro or whatever.
Yeah, it's sitting in that bag.
Yeah, that's the one I had, and that sucker made it so heavy. Because I'm I have big stabilizers, so I think I had a 10 and a 12 on it, dude, on this little tiny bow. So I'm sitting there, I was like,
Yeah.
Leaning forward.
Yeah.
He's got the dovetail version, so it's a little bit heavier than the fixed one that you have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a little bit
I didn't
heavier.
know
That one-
That made it heavier.
Yeah, because now it's that much of a solid bar, and then yours is just this much of a fixed. The dovetail is heavier. Yeah.
Why? Why? Well, that just argues my point of the dovetail system crap.
I don't know.
and
Why would I want something heavier?
I would say that one though, the V3 is very close to the Switch, just because I liked how it shot, and not this year but last year, I could tell on all 3 does that I shot, It just
Oh, that's right.
flung.
You freaking smacked some. He smacked 2 does in one day?
No, that was my first ever time hunting. Never did retrieve them. No, that V3 I shot. They were all on recording. I got them all on video. Shot one, dropped her. The other one that was my first ever through and through. I hit heart and double lung, flew through her, and then I hit one. He actually watched it.
I did.
It was him and Lauren, and then me and a buddy, and I flung because I saw a doe come out. I think it was ranger
Like 30
at
yards.
4 yards or something like that. I just slung it, and she ducked, and I just went straight to the heart, and she ran like 20 yards and just died. And I was like, that bow flung some arrows, and it shot so smooth. And
Gosh, that's the bow I would go back to.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I also always argue it. Just remember, what kind of effort did you put into tuning that bow compared to what you've
Yes,
done in
that's the
bow?
problem. You spend more time with the bow you have now than you did with the bow you used to have or
Well,
used to
think about
shoot.
it. Okay, your V3, right? You love that bow.
Yep.
What did you like? You weren't doing this archery business stuff when you did that V3.
I had no idea what I was doing.
But you were passionate about just shooting your bow day in, day out.
Yep. I didn't know how to work on bows at the time. I had no idea. So I didn't work on my stuff.
But you had that passion and drive just to consistently go out and shoot your bow.
I shot that bow.
It's like that was a love. That was just you. It was just the thing you had to do. I need to shoot my bow.
Well, you remember I used to always text you and call you.
Yeah.
And be like, dude, look at this group right here. I was like,
Yeah.
it's ready for hunting season. Like you were the reason I'm this big into archery.
Yeah.
You are the reason. You got me to this point.
And that's why I argue. Is that why the V3 shot better for you? Maybe you spent more time of dialing that bow in. That it created that groove in your hand. It created that pinch in your back.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that me and that bow just were always on the same
It's
note.
like it's like when it's like back in baseball. You worked you made a team and you clicked with that team, and you would never give up those days of being with that team.
Right. And in every step of the draw cycle
Regardless,
and shot and just every step with that bow was just like,
And honestly, I haven't
Wow.
put much time in with my lift yet. That's probably why I love the Triax still.
it probably is.
I've smoked a lot of deer with my Triax.
It just, gosh, see, you're making me regret my decision more and more.
It's that time. It's that you put in the time with a certain. It's a weapon. It's a tool, as John Lovell
It is a
will say.
tool.
It's a tool. It's made to do something for you, and you're the one that's doing it with it. And so, it's like you get comfortable with that tool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just you get that groove with that tool, and that's
Yeah.
it. Maybe that's why.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like a very, I don't know, logical type thing, but I would say for me, it's not as much as why I like the bow, meaning like how it shoots, yada yada. I liked it because of like, for me, the reason I like the Switch or the V3 was because of what I accomplished with that bow.
Okay.
I'm more of like a memory, that I created this memory with that bow. Three does. The Switch, like that was my first ever bow that I bought, and I kind of clicked with it, like you said, kind of clicked. That's how I looked at it. I haven't clicked with any of the other bows I really shot. I mean, haven't shot the lift a lot. But looking back at the V3 and the Switch, those ones I just have the memories with. So that's kind of why that's the bow I
To
go.
me, when I shoot the lift right now, when I shot the lift trying to get it dialed in, and I never went out hunting with it, and to me it felt like it still feels like a machine. To me,
lift?
the Triax, my last bow feels like a tool. Like it feels like it's part of me.
Yeah.
And the lift feels like it's still a machine that I'm trying to tune. I'm trying to.
Yeah, because
get
you're just not.
Even though I'm not going to change anything about it, I might tweak the sights or something. I'm not going to change anything about it because it's tuned. It's just gotta get into my groove.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
It's got to click with you.
It's almost like it's a break-in, but not a break-in. It's like it's almost just like that muscle break-in. Like,
It's like the bow wants to shoot for the bow, and it's not shooting to
yes,
you.
it's like you're taming a horse.
Yes, it's like you got to bring it to water, make it drink. No,
Bo, you're going to work with me.
yes, I totally freaking agree, man. And you, after saying all that, man, I am missing my V3 like hella hard right now.
Sell them all. We'll just go buy all the V3s.
So after this video, there's 3 lifts for sale.
Don't speak for mine.
Whoa, there's one for sale.
I know I'm not getting my dang money back.
Full price, actually, MSRP.
Yeah, it's $2,000.
Actually, it's the price went up. Yeah.
Yeah,
This bow is experienced.
yes, this one's dipped in copper. So
If you want a V3X, it has a bad history of missing deer, so I wouldn't buy it.
yeah, no, I don't know. I miss my old bow. I do. It just, like Connor said, the memories and
But I think what I'm going to do this year, make it a point to try and shoot a deer with every bow I have in my shop.
Yes,
that would be cool.
That's what I remember. That's what we discussed on like the video I said, because I watched Chris B. He did it. He went back to a bow. I don't know how many years ago, but an old style bow, and he whacked a nanny doe. And if we could get a kill of just each bow, and get your recurve kill, that would
And the crossbow. I'm definitely shooting more animals with. I haven't shot anything with the crossbow yet. I think we should all get
We
the
have the
crossbow
crossbow,
bandwagon.
yeah.
I think we should all shoot something with the crossbow.
yeah. And other than the shooter, we need to get that with a compound, maybe. much more dramatic. And we're bringing out the reflex. We're doing that.
The reflex?
We're getting that thing out there and schwacking a doe.
Oh yeah, man.
We have got to.
I gotta fix the peep sight too.
That thing smacked you in the face, didn't
Yeah,
it?
the whole thing shattered and smacked me in the face.
That was funny. But not to make a short story long, we are to transition. We're taking those lifts and putting them to the test here real soon.
Yep.
Are we not? I mean, we got what we got coming up?
Well, so I have. What did I get? 5th season.
You got 5th season.
Turkey.
Me and Turkey.
We all got turkey tags.
We all drew.
Our Illinois is the first time we've ever gotten turkey tags. I'm not saying it was hard to do. Who knows?
So you and Braden.
Only cost so much.
Yeah, you and Braden are first season, so you guys get Monday through Friday. You guys
And
get
you
5
guys
days.
are 5th season.
We're 5th season. We get 8 days.
Which is all the way in May, right?
Yeah, we're the very end of May.
Dude, what really sucks is me and Braden are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday. You guys get that Friday.
So we get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Gosh dang.
Me and him have the best days of getting Thursday to
You
Thursday.
guys do. You guys have a weekend.
I planned that, so.
So we're just going to have to be there.
Yeah. That's all new.
And that's I like how that played out, because now, first season, you and Braden film each other. You have 2 people. 5th season, we go out and film each other. So it's kind of, I mean, it'll be difficult with 2 people shooting, but
But that's where I could come in. I could call, and you guys can be ready.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
that's cool. I mean, we're getting ready to put these brand new.
Yeah, we could do it.
Friggin'.
I think it is gun season too, but we're gonna try to do it with bow. I might try the crossbow.
That might not be a bad idea.
If we can't pull it off, if I can't pull it off with the lift or compound bow, I might just go out with the crossbow and fire it up. Get a turkey on it.
Now, do our tags flow into fall turkey?
I think you have to get.
Is it a
I think it's
completely
by
different
fall,
tag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those ones are over the counter, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty confident.
And those ones, McLean County doesn't get.
What?
McLean County doesn't get fall.
Well, we're kind of screwed then.
Yeah.
That's the only place I know I get turkey. That's the only place I have to hunt that has turkeys.
Yeah, McLean doesn't get
Supposedly
fall.
Braden saw one by my house, but I don't buy that.
I'm pretty sure
I think it was a black dog.
I'm gonna be out there every night. I'm surprised that didn't we all file for your place secondly? Nobody got anything.
I think if you put it second choice and your first choice happened.
We did that for.
Okay. I see
We did that for 3rd season. McLean didn't have 3rd season, so we did DeWitt.
Yeah, we just.
That would have really sucked if one of us got DeWitt.
Well, I'm just sitting in my backyard.
Here I come.
That's when like the
I'll
big.
just go buy a butterball at IGA.
Yeah. Got
when
him.
you-
Already skinned him and
It's
everything.
gonna suck though is when we turkey call or go turkey hunting and we see freaking G-Tune it walk out and you see throat punch, walk out, and you're like, it was like, nah, he's dead.
Cut the cameras. No,
Tie him up to a tree.
no, I gotcha. So that's an exciting hunt we have coming up pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then our other exciting hunt that we just got set in stone.
Yep, we finally figured it out today.
Yeah, we got our elk hunt set and ready to roll.
Yep.
So we have come up with, where are we going?
We're gonna tell them where we're going.
Do we want to?
I say we save that.
We'll save it.
Save it.
Save
You don't
it,
get
save
to know.
it.
All
right.
four of you. We
You ain't doing that.
We gained a subscriber.
until we hit 500 subscribers, we're not gonna tell you where we're going.
And once
Yeah,
you
that's
hit
right.
a
We
million
won't tell you
subscribers,
Yeah, we're not even gonna video it. Well, maybe we will.
We'll just act like it was in my backyard.
We're gonna release it out.
we won't upload the video until we hit a million subscribers.
No, I got you. Okay, all right.
So we've got it locked in. We got a pretty good state that we're gonna pretty likely go to
Yep.
this year, and we got an option
For a longevity state.
Is it did we decide on doing point state, or we did a different state? Just we're gonna try and.
I think we're gonna do 1 point to go there for our longevity state, but then we were just gonna try for this one.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to this one for sure. Point here, and then if somebody gets lucky over here.
Gotcha. Yeah, because certain states don't let you do the points. They just
Yep.
say, "Hey, pay us," and we're not gonna give you anything.
Yeah. But that was a huge feat. We've been contemplating that for weeks.
That's the first step in the rest of our problem this year.
Yeah.
Is now we gotta get in shape because elk are always in the mountains. And,
For some stupid freaking reason.
and
we're not in the
we
most.
are gonna be shooting.
Yep.
Not just one bow. I'm taking my Triax as backup. Or Helium. I don't know.
I'm
still in
taking
there.
I'm
He's
taking
gonna go buy a V3.
my V3. I'm taking my V3.
I'm taking my presents.
Connor's taking his Switch with his pink strings.
Yeah, watch that short, please. You guys would love it.
Yeah. So
No, I definitely say stay tuned though, because there's gonna be a lot more videos of the getting ready, kind of like training
Yeah.
for that. So
We're
be
gonna
ready.
practice what we preach. We said in the previous podcast we need to shoot more. And that's definitely
we did. Yeah, we said shoot more, and
Yeah.
you guys are gonna watch us. We're actually going to
starting
do
to get warmer here, so we're gonna start firing.
we're gonna do the whole get in shape thing. Like we're actually going to.
Are we gonna look up like what's his name?
Cameraman.
Cameron Haynes.
Cam Haynes and Dan Staten
They're
Or
gonna
have some sort of
elk shape. They
fitness
have
thing.
an actual elk
So
fitness.
we'll do
thing.
the kindergarten version of that.
Yes.
So they're gonna
tree
watch-
to tree.
they're gonna
tree
watch-
to tree.
Yeah, and
They're gonna watch-
cooler of soda.
Yes.
They're gonna watch 4 good-looking.
I was trying to say it. What?
They're gonna watch 4 good-looking guys work out this whole
Yeah,
summer.
that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna sweat for you guys. No.
Get that pump.
Yeah, that's right. Put that pump cover back
I'm gonna need
on. No, a little bit of trim.
Arms.
Yeah. No, but we are big advocates.
Shoulders.
We are big advocates of
Sleeping in.
no. What is that? What?
Yes.
What is it? Practice what you
what
preach.
you pee- or preach?
Preach. We're big on the practice what you preach.
Yeah.
So we are going to do that, and then we have got some freaking banger videos lined up.
Oh yeah. With no pun intended, banger video.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a big bang.
Big bang.
No more. No more.
No more. That's
No
it.
more. We can't tell them.
I'm done
We got a lot
teasing
of
you.
practicing to do, a lot of getting in shape to do. We also have in the next 2 months, we gotta be planting food plots.
That's right. Food plot season is here.
On top of getting in shape. Man, I'm gonna be losing weight and planting food plots.
and
I
to
might
get
have
in
to eat the
shape,
food that I plant.
Get in shape. We got to hold the Amish. We're getting the horses. We're not using no tractors. Yeah. That's what we're doing. But no, we've got a lot of cool stuff lined up, and and when is squirrel season?
August
1st, which is going to be here.
It's too hot that we're not going out August 1st.
We're going out August 2nd.
Is August 1st a weekend?
I don't know. But that's
Time
the
out,
first. That's the first video you guys are gonna see though.
August
Hunting
1st is a
related.
Thursday.
So it looks like we're gonna go August 3rd.
August 3rd. But we got a lot of freaking
August 3rd, and then August 28th, 29th, we might be leaving
Yeah.
For elk.
for Elk Town.
Elk country.
Wait.
Or wait,
Are we I know we're doing this third week, the second
We are?
season, the
We are?
14th to
Okay.
21st.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is for
that's
next
right.
year. This is for next year.
Yes.
We're leaving early next year.
We might be leaving early next year. If we
Possibility.
draw.
What do you mean next year? It's this year.
No, remember,
No.
we were doing this third week
Next
this
year, we're trying to do a different state that might. If we draw for that state, we'll be leaving that early.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but this
Because
year,
their rut is a little bit sooner.
this year we'll be there for a full week. So
Yeah.
be nice though. We're gonna take this too. We're gonna take these little podcasts. Good take. them.
Podcast in the hotel room. Or well,
We're going to podcast
We're doing an
in the elk-
Airbnb.
in the elk country. We're just
we're
gonna-
actually going on a cruise.
We actually have a special guest, the
Stop the boat.
bugling elk. That's who's gonna be our guest.
Who?
The bugling elk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of.
I mean, our backyard is going to literally be elk country.
No, but everybody needs to subscribe.
now.
You've got to subscribe because we've got some cool.
Not just you, everybody you know
Yes.
needs to
The
subscribe.
And
president.
I know who's watching this, so
No, I'm just kidding.
not the president. The last president we
Future.
had, yes.
The next president.
The next president and the last one. This one, no thank you.
Same.
Yes. But no, we've got a lot of cool stuff lined up. And you guys need to follow our TikTok, Uninfringed Outdoors.
We have one?
Yes.
And like us on the Facebook.
Like us on Facebook. Wee. And then TikTok is where you can find us. YouTube Shorts. YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share to your family, your friends. I don't care. Just do it. We've got a lot of cool stuff lined up for this year.
We got a new member in the team coming up too. But you'll see.
Oh,
You'll see,
yeah. We.
Is he French?
He's probably Espanol.
I'm pretty sure he's Americano.
Americano. All right.
True American.
All right. So,
Okay.
ritually,
all right.
we got some rituals here.
Oh boy.
Okay. Connor, take it away.
All right. Joke of the podcast here, people.
Oh boy.
Should I do? Am I doing that one?
Whatever. You're the joke guy. I can't write your script
all right.
for you. Only you
I'll
can
do
read
it.
the one.
Don't hate on me. A hunter walks up on two blondes arguing in the woods. Looking down, the first blonde says, "Pretty sure those are deer tracks." To which the second blonde responds, "No, my dad has been a hunter all his life, and I know they are moose tracks." Just then, a train comes by and hits them both.
Oh, that's a good one. What is this?
Oh, wait.
Well, remember, subscribe, like, comment. We appreciate it all. So, stay tuned.